So we want to find any horizontal or vertical asymptotes of this function using limits. So first let's focus on horizontal asymptote, and that would be, we would look to see what the function does if we take the limit as x goes to infinity, and that's x squared plus 1 over 2x squared minus 3x minus 2. And we know our strategy for evaluating these, looking when we're approaching infinity, is we're going to multiply numerator and denominator by 1 over x to the highest power that was in the denominator. So that will leave us the limit as x goes to infinity of 1 plus 1 over x squared over 2 minus 3 over x minus 2 over x squared. And now we go ahead and let x go to infinity, and these guys all go to 0, and it looks like we have a horizontal asymptote at 1/2. So y equals 1/2 is the equation of the horizontal asymptote for this graph. Now let's look at vertical asymptotes. They would come from the values of x that would make the bottom equal 0 that were not reducible, because then we would have a hole. Well, the top doesn't factor, so don't worry about that. We're going to factor the bottom. That's going to be 2x and x, 2 and 1, negative and positive. So if we figured out what would make that denominator equal 0, that would be at x equal negative 1/2 and x equal 2. So if we had the limit as x approaches negative 1/2 of this function, we know that's going to be plus or minus infinity, because that's an asymptote, and the same will be true as we approach 2.